Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jerry here. Yes, today we just want to talk about something which is interesting because this is going to touch employees and employers. You want to build a business, HR is going to play a pivotal role, human resources. Because a team which is going to field best people, that the team is going to win. I'll give you an example, an interesting one. I know most of you guys, you like soccer, you like your Chelsea, you like your Barcelona, you like your Manchester United. Have you ever seen how those guys behave in terms of recruiting? Each and every year, they are changing players. They are selling players. When they believe that no, your skill is no longer needed in a team, they sell you to another team. They might even sell you and actually rehire you again. So I'm saying, look at those teams. They are good year in, year out. They are world class. Why? Because they are constantly changing the human resources. Contrary to what is being said in the business world, where they are saying human resources, when people, high turnover is wrong. To the contrary, I say, when you are having a high turnover in terms of labor, look at the turnover in terms of your sales. If your sales are increasing because you've got a high labor turnover, then that's okay. You have to keep people who are performing in your team. Don't just keep everyone in your team, but keep people who are performing. When someone does well in the last 10 years, they must continue producing in the following 10 years. When someone stops producing, we must get rid of them. They are no longer needed in the team. Let us sell them to another team like what Chelsea does, like what Man U does. It's not a crime. I know most of the entrepreneurs, especially new entrepreneurs, when they get into this game, they fall into a trap whereby they think building a business is the same as building a family, which is wrong. Building a business is like you're building an army which is going for a war. So remember, this is not building a family. That's why I always say, hire someone you can fire. If you're hiring your wife as one of the finance director, I know most of the wives, they are given fancy positions in these companies. Maybe as the accountant, maybe as the finance director. You must be able to fire her when she does wrong. If you're not able to fire her, then please don't hire her. If you're going to hire your mother, make sure that you are able to fire her when she does something wrong, because we are building a business which is separate from your family. Yes, in family, you can't fire your sister. You can't fire your mother. That's family. I'm not talking about family business. I'm talking about business in general, even those businesses which you think they are family businesses. When someone does something wrong, they must be able to go, because we want to build a big business. So remember, invest into human resources. So some will actually say, fine, how do I, yes, having people training someone is expensive. Maybe after 6 months or 3 months, they are already gone. That's very expensive for the company. So how are you going to hire? I've got a funny way of hiring people, especially at M&G. I don't hire people based on diplomas. I don't hire people based on degrees. I don't hire people based on relationships. I hire people, if you're skilled, yes, you can be part of the team. For example, if you want a graphic designer, why do you need to ask them about their degrees? Why do you need to ask them about their diploma? Why do you want to ask them about their weaknesses? Just give them a laptop and they'll start to design. When their designs are okay, then that's a designer. Even if they've got O level, if they produce better designs than someone who's got a master's in designing, that's your person. And maybe who is going to come at a cheaper rate than that one with a master's. Because most of the things which are being learned in university, they are not applicable into the business world. I'm sorry to say this. You get people who are being taught theoretical subjects. They are just being taught what is theory, what is happening in universities. It's not practical. So when you want to build a team, first test the skill, yes, and you want to also test the attitude. How are you going to do it? I've got a funny way of actually doing it. And I've got criticism from even some of the people who have come to my interviews and they failed. But those who join my team, they really appreciate the way I interview my people. Sometimes I can ask you to actually run for 5 kilometers. Can ask you to even wash company cars or wash plates. Why? I want to test attitude. I would rather have someone with a good attitude, but that someone is trainable. People with wrong attitude are very difficult to train. That's why you noticed even, I'll also give a soccer example, Real Madrid. At one time, they had to get rid of Ronaldo. He had to go because of wrong attitude. Because they said this company is actually bigger, this team is bigger than one person. So you should actually know that when you are building a team, this is a very interesting subject and a big subject. If you want to know about it, sometimes you can also get it into my book, in my book, The Chartered Vendor, or I'll also have maybe a platform where we will discuss on this thing at length, even 1 hour. We can have 1 hour of discussion on actually building a team which wins. And a team is gonna win. Whether you like it or not, your company is as good as the people who are working at that company. So you should actually invest in competent, efficient, skilled people with good attitude, not people who are just staying at the company because they are saying, we were here for 10 years. We got you a big tender last 10 years. That's nonsense. We want someone who's producing last 10 minutes. I thank you.